The WNBA launched its 2025 season with a matchup that fans had circled on their calendars long ago: Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever squaring off against Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. This game wasn't just any opener. It was billed as a showcase of raw talent, fierce rivalry, and the rise of two of the league's brightest stars. The anticipation was electric, the energy in the arena palpable, and the promise of an epic battle had everyone buzzing. But as the night unfolded, what was supposed to be a celebration of skill and competition instead became clouded by a controversy that has now taken over headlines and sparked intense discussion far beyond the court. Angel Reese, one of the Sky's most crucial players, found herself facing an unforgiving crowd throughout the game. The boos weren't just scattered or occasional, they were deafening and relentless, especially after a heated moment in the game where Caitlin Clark was called for a flagrant foul. That incident seemed to ignite the crowd's passion into something more volatile. The mood flipped constantly. Every time Reese missed a free throw, the crowd erupted with cheers, but the atmosphere would sour instantly when she made the next shot. While passionate fans cheering and booing is part of what makes sports exciting, the intensity here raised concerns. After the final buzzer, social media buzzed with disturbing claims that some Fever fans had crossed a line, allegedly hurling racist slurs at Reese. One video clip spread like wildfire, prompting viewers to debate whether a racial insult had actually been shouted. Responding quickly, the WNBA confirmed that it was taking these allegations seriously and had launched an official investigation into the matter. As of now, there isn't any concrete proof confirming that Reese was targeted with racial slurs, but the league isn't willing to take any chances or dismiss the severity of the accusation. Mel Raines, the CEO of Pacers Sports and Entertainment, publicly addressed the issue, assuring everyone that they are fully aware of the situation and cooperating closely with the WNBA as the investigation unfolds. Meanwhile, the Fever organization made it clear that they are committed to fostering a safe, respectful environment for every player and fan involved. They emphasized that discrimination, harassment, or any form of hate has no place in basketball or any sport, reinforcing their stance that respect and dignity must come first. Caught in the middle of the game's most intense and emotional moments, Caitlin Clark spoke about what she experienced in the arena. She said that, due to the overwhelming noise and chaos of the crowd, she didn't personally hear any offensive language directed at Reese or anyone else. However, Clark made it clear she supports the league's investigation fully, acknowledging that just because she didn't hear anything herself doesn't mean nothing happened. She remarked thoughtfully, "That doesn't mean nothing happened," showing empathy for Reese and the situation. This incident has opened a broader conversation about fan conduct in sports. While it's common and expected for fans to cheer loudly, boo opponents, and create a charged atmosphere, some voices in the sports community are now asking hard questions about where the boundaries should be drawn. Former athlete and content creator Rachel Demita shared her perspective, defending passionate fan engagement by saying, "Let fans be fans." But she made an important distinction: hate and racism must never be tolerated or accepted in any form in the world of sports. Despite the shadow cast by the controversy, the Indiana Fever put together a commanding performance on the court, dominating their opponents with a final score of 93-58. Caitlin Clark's night was a statement in itself, as she notched an impressive 20-point triple-double, proving once again why she's considered one of the WNBA's rising stars and a player to watch. Still, the excitement of the victory was somewhat muted by the lingering fallout from the crowd's behavior and the investigation now underway. Looking ahead, the Fever and the Sky are scheduled to meet 4 more times over the course of the season, and those future games will carry a new weight. The spotlight won't only be on who wins or loses, but also on how the league, the teams, and the fans respond to this incident and work to ensure that every game is played in an atmosphere of respect and sportsmanship. The WNBA is at a pivotal moment, balancing fierce competition with the critical need to protect its players from mistreatment while upholding the integrity of the game. Everyone involved, from players to officials to fans, will be watching closely to see how the league handles this challenge and what steps will be taken to keep the sport safe and welcoming for all.